Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a max effort upper day. And a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. We ramped up to 335, and the reason I went there is because that would be a 5-pound state record, and if I can pull this off after the water cut, at Worlds I can at least walk away with another state record there. Like ideally, at Worlds, the goal will be to try to break that deadlift world record and to walk away with all 4 state records. And of course, I already have the squat. My total and deadlift were taken by a guy that should be able to beat at this one. So the goal will be to grab all 4 state records in a best case scenario and to get the deadlift world record. And then, after that, I'm probably going to be able to bounce back and forth between classes. So I'll do some meets at the 220. I'll do some at the 198. I do need to continue to get leaner. Water cut is not that fun at this point. Training is not the most pleasant thing in the world. I've been on very low carbohydrate for quite a few days now. So I'm getting a good idea of kind of what I want to do with the training volumes afterwards. So I think I do want to focus a little more on incline. I think my shoulders can handle it. I want to focus a little more on incline. I'm still going to obviously be doing flat work every week, even for reps, whether it's bench press, floor press, specialty bars. So I'll pull these front raises out, I think, to work incline. I didn't want to do it today this close to meet. I want to see how my shoulders do with it. They're mostly doing good right now. Like I have no shoulder fatigue or pain, which you're seeing with the other squats. But we're doing 5s right now for the benching. And I think that's kind of where I want to go with the main assistance movements. Probably going to lean a little bit towards 5, and then we'll do 10s plus for all of our volume work just in general. So we'll kind of get a mix of rep ranges, but I think movements that are going to have that direct movement carryover, probably going to go a little heavier. I want more myofibular growth. And again, there's going to be some definite changes coming up in the future with the way I do stuff. We're going to focus a lot more on GPP. We're going to bring the volumes down to reasonable levels during this next phase. Work really hard on conditioning. I want to work really hard on conditioning. So that needs to be what I do next. So I'm looking forward to that. You guys have seen some pictures already of kind of the new gym as it's coming together. It's all on my social media. So, check that out if you guys haven't checked Instagram and Facebook. So we did 3x5 on that, although I think I only did 4 on that third set. Then I did 10 to 12 reps on the JM presses, and I'm trying to focus on keeping the elbows up a little better on these. Now that I'm looking at the footage on these, I might have liked them a hair higher. I may not want to increase this weight until I get them perfect, right? Because again, we're trying to get that lengthening position, at the bottom. But they're working. I feel them hitting the triceps hard. So the JM press is going to be a mainstay now that my elbow tendons are in good health, and I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff outside the gym to help with tendons. And we're not necessarily going to discuss all of that because some of that is supplementation. But tendons are going to be really important also moving forward. And since I've got everything in a good, healthy place, I want to keep it there. I want to focus on doing that, particularly, staying in the Masters too, because I want to be able to do several meets a year. Ideally, I'd like to start doing as many as 4 meets every year. I'm already signed up for another meet. I've already got my next meet paid for, signed up after Worlds. I'm already qualified for Nationals. So the second that opens up, I'm going to grab a slot. And I'm qualified for either weight class, so not really a big deal. I can do the 90 or the 100 kilo there. I'm already qualified. So after the JM presses, we did 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rotated grips again on the pull-ups. All right, we rotated grips on the pull-ups. Did wide grip today. Just did 3x10, and I decided to work the seal rows back in. I did really well with those for a while. My bench was going up, and I do think I probably need both angles. I am looking, and I'm thinking my back volume is a hair too low. I can't rely on deadlifts for it. So I need the movement patterns to be different enough to really avoid overuse. And I think doing about half my work is pull-ups, half of it is chest-supported rows of some type. I should be good. I've got 2 different barbells and angles I can use for seal rows. We've got multiple grips for pull-ups, and I think that'll handle any real bicep work that I need, honestly. Although I may mess with some reverse curls, right? I may mess with the reverse curls just for the extra potential for grip and forearm thickness, and they'll contribute to biceps a little anyways. The seal rows were a little challenging, having not done any in, probably a month. I don't know. I lost track. It's been a little while. But, we'll build these back up a little bit. We're really not far off from where we were, though. Like maybe 10 pounds. But I'll build these back up. This will help with the grip, help with arms, really work the lats and upper back. And, of course, we'll need to keep in some delt work. Now that I've started doing quite a bit of smaller movements for delts, I don't want to cut that out. How much of that is going to be laterals versus, rear delt flies, I don't know. Again, I can change it up. Right, we can rotate through it. Again, hitting those different angles, we avoid overuse. And dumbbells in general actually are a little less prone to overuse. But I decided to do some front raises today because I didn't do the incline, and I've been doing these, and they do seem to carry over, but I will make the case that if I'm doing incline also, they do kind of become really redundant. So if I'm doing a flat bench and an incline, I can probably trim these out because the incline bench really, really hits the front delts hard. It's arguably probably the best front delt exercise we could be doing. So, still holding a lot more water than I'm happy about. So again, it's going to be an interesting week going into this. I'm going to make it happen though, one way or another. Always pull it off. But water cut's going to be the name of the game, and keeping my strength while I do it. All right, keeping the strength while we do it. Which, is done decently well. I mean, the 335 bench was definitely a bit heavy today, but it's not far off. It's only 20 pounds off from the heaviest I've done with a normal flat bench. So not bad considering, again, like a week into really, really low carbohydrate. So not really unhappy about it either. Of course, we do need to get to that 405 next year. All right, that's going to be the major goal, and it's just a matter of adding the right muscle tissue. But yeah, we did side laterals, or lateral raises if we want to call them, whatever people want to call them. I know I'm old school, we call them side laterals. They're almost a rear delt fly now that I look at it, but that's okay. So we can change the angles up a little bit as we go. And then I finished off with 1 set of band press downs because I'm doing all the JM presses. I don't think I need a lot of volume on these, particularly with the total pressing volume I'm doing. But I do think one really, really good set pretty much to failure per workout. And I got to 60 reps, which normally I stop at 50 with this band. One really good quality set to finish off is a good idea. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.